Reverend Rosa today, she asked me to talk about the importance of Jôdo Shinshû in my life. So for me, what I found really interesting in Jôdo Shinshû is that sometimes when people they heard about Jôdo Shinshû compared to other tradition, they feel like, okay, Jôdo Shinshû is like this tradition when you die and you go to the Pure Land. Like almost if like nothing is happening in our life. Which for me is completely, untrue, I would say. The teaching of Jôdo Shinshû, they're really something that are changing our life, they are changing us inside, and they are also changing the way we see the world. For example, the quote from Shinran, in one of his letters, he's explaining to his followers that in the past, they were drunk with the three poisons of greed, anger, and ignorance. And because of the Dharma, they came to prefer at all time what he called the medicine of Amida Buddha. And for me, that's really what's happening, is that, of course, we stay Bonbo. We are not changing like in Super Buddha like this. We stay Bonbo in our hearts, but still, by being in contact with these teachings, also with the vow of Amida Buddha, we are changing on the inside, and we're becoming better persons. And we keep on changing all our life. It's a process. It's not like, yeah, I have this experience, I heard this teaching, I change. No, we keep on changing. Sometimes, of course, we go back to our old Bonbo self, but we are changing. And that's, for me, it's really something I see in my life, like I feel I'm becoming a bit more compassionate. I'm becoming maybe less easily angry, for example. But it happened, of course it happened. I'm still a human being, of course, we all. But by thinking of what Amida Buddha is representing, what Amida Buddha is acting as a symbol for me, like this symbol of compassion all around us, this symbol of light all around us, that is acting not only on me, but on everybody, everyone else. For me, it's difficult to stay the same person when you have this feeling that you are surrounded by this compassion and that everyone is surrounded by this compassion. And in a way, it also changed the way I see the world. Like, the vows of Amida Buddha, this idea is that in the end, everybody will become a Buddha. All of us. And not only us as human beings, but also the animals all around us, the plants. In one of his texts, Shinran say that even the rocks, the mountains, the rivers, they become Buddha in the end. And for me, having this idea that in the end everybody will become a Buddha, it's also helped me to deal with what is difficult in the world right now. Because sometimes you see the world around you, it feels like, yeah, something's wrong, like people are suffering, I'm suffering, but a lot of people are suffering way more than I am now. And sometimes you can't do anything to help them. And just having this idea that in the future, far, far future, every one of them will become a Buddha also. And they will help others to escape from the suffering of the world. That's something for me that is helpful sometimes when I kind of feel overwhelmed by the suffering of the world. And it also, in a way, pushed me to try to help if I can.